Hey everybody, it is time for another behind the scenes and beyond the garden kind of update for us. Yeah, we have been on the road, so we've got all kinds of stories to tell you from our little travels here and there.
We do?
We do. We started, I think last time we were back home, and we worked our way to my parents, did some videos from there.
We did.
And then one thing that we did that I think is just a really great idea is we're using Google Maps, and in Google Maps, you can get your destination in there and your route, and then you can click this options button where you put avoid highways or tollways.
Back roads.
Takes you on all the back roads. So
which I love.
We had a decent amount of extra time to be able to get to where we needed to go. And we got to see some of the most beautiful parts of the country.
Yeah.
Places I didn't know Ohio was as nice looking as Ohio was.
Really, get off the freeways, folks. Take the back roads. Put 2 days into your plans so you can get into the back roads and see.
The nice thing is some of the trips, it only adds like maybe an extra 20%. Sometimes it adds a huge amount of time, but it's nice because I'll compare the two. Like if we get on the highway, how long will it take? And if I do the fast route, and some of these municipalities and these small towns along the way have such gorgeous plants and flowers
that you'd never see if you're on the freeways.
Yeah, you never, when you're on the freeway, you just miss out on all this stuff. So that was just fantastic. Our first stop was with our friends Brian and Katie in Lansing, Michigan. And they make Celtic tiles, and we got to see their studio.
Really beautiful tiles. They're going to be doing a fireplace for me, so I'm really excited about it.
In fact, we got to kind of select a couple things from that, which was really, really nice. And they're fun. Like we have so much fun with them.
They're great people. We've known them for quite a few years doing shows, and they're just really wonderful people.
Yeah. From there, we just wound our way through downstate Michigan. And that was where I saw the first incredible geranium looking plant. It was a geranium.
Was it a geranium?
It was. I'm pretty sure it was a geranium.
Like a geranium.
We were pretty far away, but it must have been a geranium, and it was so filled with blooms. I almost wanted to knock on that person's door and say, "Hey, what are you doing? Like, how do you get that many plants?"
I thought it might be silk.
Yeah, there's been quite a few geraniums that I've seen. I think this is the time of year it seems that the geraniums kind of come back to life in a way.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Well, I didn't know that either, but I'm seeing really good ones.
You teach me so much.
Oh, I don't know about that. And then we went on our way down. Then we went to Cleveland, so we did a video about the buyer show that we were at.
We did.
And then from there, we just wound our way down.
Because we had
Ohio.
5 days, and through Ohio into West Virginia.
Oh, yeah.
I'm telling you, take the back roads of West Virginia. It's absolutely stunning.
Yeah.
Really, really beautiful.
Fantastic. When we were in Ohio, we did go through Amish country. And that was really interesting because it's a huge Amish population there.
And incredibly busy. Traffic from hell. And I'm not talking, wait a minute. And I'm not talking horse and buggy, busy. Lots of cars, lots of vans. I totally suspect that the Amish are driving cars at this point. I totally do.
You're speaking specifically of the town of Berlin or something. Oh, gosh. There's a big truck.
It started with a B. There's a big truck going by. Huge truck. It started with a B, but it was a busy town. Yeah.
It was crazy. We actually just had to get out of there because there was just so many people.
It honestly wasn't fun.
It was a tourist destination, and it was Amish themed, but it was, I don't know.
And if they're not driving cars, they're definitely driving electric bicycles. They were everywhere. So I'm telling you, they're plugging in bikes, they're plugging in cars.
We were at the antique store, and remember in the back,
there had to be 20 electric bicycles
plugged in and ready to go. So, hey, those electric bikes are changing everything for them.
Yeah, so their Rumpspringer or Rumpelstiltskin thing is probably, I'm telling you, they're doing something.
So that was actually very nice. But one thing that we learned, because Liam stops at antique stores along the way. Really? Surprise, surprise. And, Amish country is not always the best for the type of antiques that you look for.
No, because they're getting all the good ones before I get there. The Amish, they like lamps and all sorts of...
You found good stuff, but you didn't like the price point.
Well, it was for tourists, the price, they don't want, it's a higher price stuff.
So and same thing has happened when we were traveling through Lancaster County in Pennsylvania, which is Amish country. I think that the tourists that come for that and look for antiques aren't like us, where we get to travel all over the place and really hunt. It was in other parts of Ohio, West Virginia that we found, and Pennsylvania.
I found some great things. And maybe we'll show you something.
Yeah, actually, it'd be nice if we have time, but we are on a time crunch now.
Well, it's a little tight.
Things have really changed on the way back west to Michigan. So we'll tell you about that. First, I guess we should tell them we did make one really big stop in Pennsylvania at Gettysburg.
Oh, folks, I'm telling you, if it's not on your bucket list, put it on your bucket list. It's emotional. You can't help but get emotional. You drive through it's a 2.5-hour auto tour, and you drive around all the battlefields, and there's monuments everywhere, from the Irish Brigade to the different state monuments. It's phenomenal. And I'm telling you right now, make a trip out to Gettysburg.
And almost every year when we're making our trip, because usually we're going from Bethlehem, Pennsylvania across to Louisville, and we usually drive through Gettysburg, and we always say, oh, we should stop. We should stop.
The next time we'll stop. The next time, we never do.
This time we did. And so we stopped at the little rest stop, and they had mentioned their audio tour, and we just decided, let's just try it, even if we only do a couple stops. Well, once we started, we didn't want to stop. And I don't know, being there really changed. It was not like what I learned in school. It was really interesting.
And I'll tell you what, it takes the romance out of the whole idea of Civil War and war in general. It just tells how many people, like, it shows you exactly where the battlefield where so many people fell, and there were so many, and they were buried like in 3 inches of soil or whatever, and it's just really sad. But it's very emotional. But if you're an American and you want to know about our history, and go there, please go there.
Yeah, it was fantastic, and it was. And there's so much more to see. Like, we did not go to the big cemetery. We didn't go to the museum or the visitor center.
Which will be the next trip.
Yeah, so we've decided that each time we pass through, we're going to catch a little bit different part of Gettysburg. I think it's really worth it.
Very cool. Very cool.
Then we got to go visit our friend Sadie outside of Philadelphia.
We did. Sadie's from our neighborhood in Ireland. Her parents, she was raised just about 20 minutes or less from us.
Yeah, probably less than that.
And she lives in Philadelphia with her husband and John, and we visited her, and she, of course, typical Irish, she had this beautiful spread for us.
I don't think I took any pictures of all the food.
Yeah, you didn't, and you should have. It was beautiful.
I don't know if you can hear it. We've got kids screaming outside our window, but whatever. That's fine.
Not bothering me anymore.
Yeah. I just figure, they're going to be on the recording, but maybe they won't.
That's fine. Yeah. But anyway, no, she had this beautiful spread of oh my God. First of all, tea, of course. But
and she just had tons of
sandwiches and biscuits and whatever. It was a great time. And we had a great laugh. We were there until late.
Yeah.
Her husband came home, and we chatted with him then for another 2 hours or whatever. So we had a great time. That was really fun.
And then the next day we went and saw our friend Liza, who's outside of Philadelphia as well.
Yeah, Liza, who are a dear friend. It'd been a year. We see each other once a year. And it was great to see her. We had a great laugh and fun.
And we have an Irish connection with her because she stayed with us at our place. She ended up buying property in Ireland. It was, I don't know, we have fantastic times with Liza every time.
Yeah, always fun.
And then the next day, we got to spend time with our friends Karen and Jim. So this has been a visiting trip as well.
It has. I never thought of it that way, but yeah. And Karen and Jim, they cooked a beautiful meal. Oh my God. Well, first of all, there's another great spread of
I did not take any pictures of people, like what they fed us.
What it is.
Well, and we were talking a lot. So that was really, really, really great. We had a fantastic time with them. And then we set up for the Celtic Classic Festival, which is a Highland Games festival.
Irish, Welsh,
Scottish.
Celtic, Scottish, yeah.
So a lot of music and a lot of stuff like that. So we set up there and got to see all of our regulars that come by. And there's a certain group that show up at this show every single year who we always have a lot of fun with.
So much fun.
Yeah. And that's one thing that's interesting about these shows is like we only see these people one time a year, but we have like the best time chatting with them and reminiscing.
Lots of fun.
And we've been doing that show for like 13 years.
I couldn't believe it. I thought it was going to like maybe 7, 8, 13 years.
Yeah. So we've got a little bit of history there. But
you were thinner then.
Oh my gosh. That one woman brought a picture of the first time she met us and I was like, 25 pounds ago.
Yeah. And I look much thinner now. I must have lost some. Not really, I'm lying.
And now we are on our way back. We have to get back, stop by my parents, then stop back home, collect your sister, go back down to Milwaukee, and we have a trip to Ireland in the work.
Yeah, it's a little tight. It's a little tight.
The trip going back home is very fast. We're not taking the country roads, and you are completely exhausted. We took Highway 80. Yeah.
Folks. Like, it's the main route from New York to Chicago, I guess. I don't know.
Probably.
Like, semis from hell, and everybody's traveling. Well, the speed limit's, I think, 80, but they're traveling 90, 95. and it's in and out. And
he got a little spoiled with the trip out on these nice back roads and country roads, and man, some of the areas we were, so like it was interesting to watch how things changed, because in Ohio we had kind of these rolling hills and farms, really picturesque pastoral scenes. And then when we got to West Virginia, it was really hilly, kind of mountainous.
Yeah, but we're on back roads, so it's beautiful. But coming this way, you hit the Poconos.
No, the Poconos were really
This part of the Poconos up and down, and it's not even that; it's the traffic.
Yeah,
semis from New York, and everybody's traveling, and nobody cares if.
And one thing that's different this year is that it seems like the color change is happening a little earlier this year, because normally we don't see color as we're driving east. It's usually after the festival and we're coming back.
But it's not that nice this time. It's like,
well, it was. We saw some good color. We saw some good color, like in West Virginia and Southern Ohio. But then once we got to like Eastern Pennsylvania, apparently they're having some drought in some of those areas.
Apparently,
well, I don't know
it's
all
brown.
of. I don't know if it's all that area, but instead of turning the colors, it looks like a lot of the leaves are turning right from green to brown. So that's
what was that town we went through today with it had the train for all the leaf peepers. We're going back there.
Jim
too.
Thorpe or something.
Oh, the town of Jim Thorpe, Pennsylvania. Wow, it's a very interesting.
It's like
town.
in this valley. It used to be a coal town, and it has like
cool
a train
architecture.
Ride. Yeah, we only drove through it, but next time we're like, we got to stop there.
Yeah.
Another place that we kind of had a lot of fun. Like we went to that Medina, Ohio antique mall.
We did,
and outside of there was a really nice garden center. It was beautiful. Like they had the flower farm going out there. They had a big barn that was transformed into a store, and then it was really a gorgeous store. It was definitely a little higher end kind of place.
Oh, that place. Yeah. I'm going like, was I there?
But boy, I mean the atmosphere there and the look of the place, it was really beautiful.
That was beautiful.
And we've passed tons of flower farms. So that's another thing that we're seeing. When we get off the road, suddenly there's all these flower farms with their little stands at the end of the road.
Yeah, like there's at the end of the road, you could put your money in the box and take your flowers. I think that's kind of neat.
Yeah, it was some of them were in Amish country, some of them were just regular homes.
So we got some flowers, and we promise we're going to pay them next year. I promise whoever you are, if you're missing one, we will pay next year. We just out of cash.
Was it us? I'm going to just check my notes to see if there's anything else.
Notes again, folks. Notes.
Hey,
do I have notes? I have no notes. None.
Oh, you know where we stopped also?
Where?
Winchester, Virginia.
Winchester, Virginia. Tell me, what do I know about Winchester?
He has no recollection. But then when we got to Winchester,
I didn't even know what state we're in now. So
we got to Winchester, though. That was the town. It was like a tourist town.
Oh, cool town.
Finally, he remembers.
We had no idea, but it's very much a Civil War looking town with a fantastic antique store, by the way. But the point is, a part of the history of the town had been transferred back and forth between the Confederacy and the North 70 times during the Civil War.
So like over the course of a couple of years, it was basically on par with almost every month. It had switched sides.
Switch becomes Union and then it becomes Confederate.
Yeah.
But a really beautiful town, very much a tourist town, but that would be another stop. I would make another stop there.
Yeah, that was a beautiful town. And what was interesting is that, number one, I'd never heard of it. Like how there can be this big tourist destination. I never heard it in my life.
No,
and then also it was, I don't know, it wasn't kitschy or kind of annoying. It was like touristy in the kind of most enjoyable way, like nice restaurants and shops and stores. And I don't know, they were doing something different than what I'm used to.
Again, a cool place to go. That like, get off, again, folks, I'm going to say it one more time, I don't care. Get off the main freeways, get the back road, take the back roads.
Agreed.
Take the back.
So I'm trying to think, is there anything else we need to make sure and cover? You've had some pretty good antique finds. So
I've had some good antique finds, I have to admit. I've been very lucky. I have walked away from a few things that I absolutely regret that I didn't pick up at the time. But it's okay. We'll be back.
And I think over the next couple days, when we get back, we're going to bring back the plants we picked up from my parents.
Plant those.
Head up and back to our house and get those planted.
Lots of bulbs. We're supposed to plant a lot of bulbs. Hopefully
we could do those when we get back.
Because I don't really want to do them. We only have a day to do them.
Yeah, we may not have time to get them in the ground, but we just got to make sure we keep them in a good.
I've got a little jewelry that I got to work on.
Yeah, so we're going to be crazy busy, but we did want to get on here, get you guys an update of what we're up to, and we will be having some updates from Ireland very, very soon. So I am just dying to know how the garden's doing over there.
I am too. You can look at the camera.
I can't see the good stuff.
Well, there's green. I can see green.
It's always green in Ireland, the Emerald Isle. Thank you guys for watching. Do appreciate your time. And feel free to leave a comment below. We always love to hear what you guys
Please leave a comment. And remember, he uses notes. I don't.
That's because I'm the one who has to jog your memory.
That's a good point.
See you guys soon.
Bye.